We got a basic plan drawn up. Meet me in command.
Roger. Let's move.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts. But they've also got a new objective that'll have lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent.
Volataris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events have granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they've kicked the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission, to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. A tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival, it never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place, it is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole, prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxar. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
Guess so. Don't mean it's not a kick in the teeth.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is unequivocal. And this time, it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Of course. All those that would be amenable to our proposal. Regrettably, any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
Indeed. I wish there were another way. However, this isn't the first time humanity has made opportunistic, discriminatory choices, and it will not be the last. We're not gods. We each have one life, and in its course we must bear the burden of our sins.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races, will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha. Eyeballing it, it should have the capacity, enough to carry all evacuees. Of course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting. We'll need to incorporate the Ares jump drive and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a-knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
Then we've got no time to lose.
Right.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have two objectives. Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger. Recap. We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions, right?
Right. First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
'Kay.
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you?
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this skill in Ares stuff, are we? So we went and asked that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it!
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you! You guys are just the pizza toppings!
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
Tatsu mystified.
It is as we have been told. It takes two minds to tango.
Hey, Al! Ask me!
Hey Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible, and how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
You haven't changed a bit. Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog. No pressure, huh? Fine. But you're buying the round. Bunch of busybodies. So, before the white whale crashed, a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off. And just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening. Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all. Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes. You might call it a rift between worlds. Light years beyond the realm of human science. But strangely, most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes. Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one. The human brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant. I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment. How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home. It's thanks to its help that I came back at all. Well, the universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
But?
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
A prison?
Void Seat. I think he was held there. His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way!
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the ghosts appeared.
What are we thinking then? Cause and effect, or... Void said he brought worlds into Concord. Ah. I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
Must be urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you could track down a man-on engineer.
Roger. Let's hear the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but he was sitting in a ganglion stronghold, so we had him get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but then Ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Good hunting.
Let's move.
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Only ganglion bodies, though.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
Who goes there?
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the Ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Ms. Bweed, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Looks like a job half done.
You die! Die like beasts!
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
Looks like they're on our case.
Fire for me!
Elma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to kitty cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
We got shot up. And we didn't even get the thing we needed.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location. Third time's the charm, no?
Yeah, well, starting to doubt that.
Just stay positive, okay?
A moment ago, you were on the brink of death. Yours is a mercurial people.
We survived, so it's all good, yes? On to the next one.
Jeez.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
My prince has ordered us to aid humans, and so we have.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still, Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
You know something about Void?
Vita. It serves to sustain Void as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
Al, what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. Just like Lao said.
Lao said that?
Al, what? When did you see Lao? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana? Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it. As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place. Fancy seeing you here.
Well?
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
I thought you died defending the White Whale, back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Figured.
I betrayed our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed. Well, really, I had just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew. And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid. Always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck. My hopelessness, it wound up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Chenchi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. We've got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. And stubborn and treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, it means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
Lau. I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
No, Elma! Not like this!
Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, that was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Yeah.
Colonel Elma! Requesting a beat!
What was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold and Noctilum?
Then we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.
The whole team's dead. And look!
Piece of...
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right? There's no need to be doing any of this!
I wish to know death.
Huh?
Death, is it?
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to understand this.
And that's why the slaughter?
You think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it. Ceasing to be is simple non-existence. But death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion. That I wish to know.
And then? After that?
I have not considered it. You will find my desires are not rooted in emotion. Actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
But that's... It's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill? Why do this?
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can string all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
But...
That's exactly right. Lynn, we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Understood. Good time to weaken that.
Super hot! Try this on!
Move in and keep the rhythm going. Slide down.
You're up next. Scum!
Enough. There is no more to be gained. Your stubborn fixation on living is inordinate. You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode. It is, after all, inevitable. The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
What a train wreck. That creep really gets me seeing red. Makes me gag.
Let's do a quick head count.
Roger that. What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then we need to get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. It's a real shame our friend didn't make it, but at least the mission's complete, right? Credit where it's due, you know.
Void. That goddamned rat.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
Lynn.
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making good progress thanks to you, are we? We have some news, so would you mind stopping by the restricted hangar after this?
Sure thing, we'll be there.
It wasn't easy, but the mission was a success. Good job.
Hey there, how's it poppin'?
Terrible, right? How about you?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
That's great, isn't it?
Look at him. He's really found his footing here, hasn't he?
Once you really get to know him, most get on with him like a house on fire.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But that's not the correct follow-up.
I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Elma, this vegetable come with a volume knob?
Leave it. You had some news?
Well, I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jury-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that. A meta-doohickey. It's a common trope in the old movies, right?
Yeah, except real.
The energy that the Ares could deploy thanks to the cores was in a league of its own. According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void? How do you know?
The fact is, he took the time to come and taunt us. It means he's still getting ready. Well, even supposing he's through the prep phase, he can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now, brought the world into concord, or whatever his tagline was. But cores alone won't cut it. We figured it out while analyzing the Skell. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares, machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable. I won't pretend to understand, but it wouldn't have been possible for a living human to hold onto their self there otherwise. So, without me and the Ares, the cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Melted with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Damn, you're sharp, Lynn. But the analysis didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats. While inside the rift, I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift. The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
They're what?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with the Lifehold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere. Not by technology, but by some much larger universal mechanism.
But that's crazy.
This universal mechanism. What is it?
Dunno. It's just that when I was there, I felt it. You guys. People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
And the Ares can tap into that? This, gathering place of minds?
More like souls, even.
Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive, you'll get to experience it yourselves. Anyhow, in order to pull off our great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sync to the Nexus. Or die trying. In matter of fact, Void's no fool. He'll have cottoned on by now.
But if that's the case, why hasn't he attacked NLA yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
Okay, so what's our game plan? What do you think, Rook? You better knock this one out of the park. Home run! I'll hold you to it, bud. Hey, how's it poppin'?
Terrible. How about you?
Better than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future. And the Rook seems well suited.
That isn't like you.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words. When we were leaving Earth, you ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
You look after the refugees. I'll protect the ship from outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Al.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you to the last. People of Earth, I'm not snuffed out here!
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
The jump drive is still in the experimental phase, but otherwise, the White Whale 2 is ready. We'll be unveiling it shortly if you'd care to step outside.
We'd be thrilled. Shall we check it out then?
Yeah, I can't wait!
Tatsu bristling with thrill!
Thanks to all your efforts, we now have a ship capable of withstanding even the longest voyage. Preliminary tests of the jump drive are showing promising results. All that's left is to support those who have not yet relocated to NLA, and to guide our current residents through the necessary procedures.
If the ghosts or ganglion make a move, or further dematerialization occurs, we have the ability to launch the White Whale 2, even before all residents have boarded. Naturally, we'll keep you apprised. We may be forced to make a snap decision. So do be advised.
Once everyone's safely on board, it'll be time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, it'll be all-out war. Any more vessels to escort, and we wouldn't have a snowball's chance of guarding them all.
But this way, there's a single point of failure.
Either way, if we lose the Ares, we'll be dead in the water.
Going all in? I say bring it on.
Changing the topic, where will we be going to?
How are we supposed to know that?
Ideally, a new universe. But we could also end up stranded inside the rift for the rest of time.
Eep! Terror!
Come what may, it seems we will be left as happy as a pig in a blanket.
You scared yet? Nothing wrong with that. Knowing fear is the first step to being brave, Rook.
Elma. Not to ruin the moment, but duty calls. Blade named Kylie had a request concerning a friend. They've not made it to NLA yet. Mind getting the full lowdown?
Of course. Right away.
Thanks. She should be by the cathedral in the residential district.
Now then.
Sorry, I know you're busy. Here's the thing, there's a friend I've met in the course of work, and she's not here yet. Any chance you could go look for her?
That's a little worrying for sure.
Right? I'd love to go myself if I could. But my team's ushering people onto the lifeboat, so I'm kinda tied up.
Understood. We're on it. Any idea where we should start?
Thanks very much. Her usual residence is in Sylvalum, at the Delusion's North Summit.
Not sure if it's the friend, but someone was here recently.
Seems so. Except nobody's here now.
Maybe she already pack up and leave?
Could be. If she'd already left, I'd expect to see signs of hurried packing, and I don't.
True. And she evidently didn't extinguish the campfire.
That'd mean she was here until very recently.
Yes, that's my guess.
You don't think she went to fetch water or something?
That was close by.
Let's go.
Are you okay?
Yes, quite fine.
Let us handle things here. You run.
Not have to tell twice.
Been found out. What now? Even in the darkest hour, I'm going to pull through.
Ghost Factory!
Very nice.
Never to bully Nopon again!
You didn't even lift a finger.
Not sure if that was the hut's owner, but shall we head back?
Let's do that.
Thank friends for earlier. Name is Omomo.
Hello, I'm Lynn. You're not hurt, are you?
Not even scratch.
Omomo, I'm Elma. We wanted to ask, do you know a woman by the name of Kylie?
Kylie? Of course Omomo knows. Kylie is best friend.
Best friend? You two are that close?
Exactly so. Before, one time Omomo was picking veggies and was attacked by wild critters like today. Omomo wanted to flee, but Omomo no longer sprightly like used to be. So Omomo trip on face and take bad tumble instead of flee. Just as life flashed before eyes, friend Kylie suddenly show up and bash whole pack of critters squarely on heads. She carry Omomo back to hut and even applied dressings to wounds of Omomo. And since then, periodically visit here to check up on Omomo's well-being.
Wow, all that. She's very kind.
Heart of Kylie is soft like dough. Every time she visits, she never failed to bring along lovely foodstuffs and other gifts. That's why Omomo also do her best to repay kindness with plenty of home-cooked snacks.
Tatsu could go for home-cooked snack also.
Is friend Kylie doing well?
Yeah, she's peachy. As a matter of fact, she's the one that asked us to come here.
Oh! Kylie is one who speak to friends?
Yes.
Omomo, see. Omomo has been burden on Kylie, and also big burden on friends. Omomo very sorry.
No trouble whatsoever. It is our job, after all. In fact, since we're already here, you can come with us to NLA.
Omomo will be staying right here. Apologies that friends had to come all this way. Sorry for hassle.
Huh? But why?
Hubby Pawn of Omomo rest peacefully here. That why Omomo also wish here to remain.
But this planet's gonna disappear.
Omomo know that. However, Hubby Pawn always got lonely very easily. That why Omomo cannot leave Hubby Pawn here alone. Omomo could never.
I get that, but still. Surely your husband wouldn't want you to die here for him.
That may be true, yes. Even so, Omomo not asking friends to understand.
And how do you think Kylie will feel about this? Isn't she your best friend?
Meme.
Omomo, I can empathize with you about wanting to stay with your loved one. It's just, are you sure that's the only reason?
May?
There's something else, isn't there?
Omomo not wish to be burdened to anyone.
A burden?
That right. To family, to Little Pawn, who have lots of Little Pawn also. By now, they all safely in New LA.
Really? Then you should join them.
Omomo already Granny Pawn. Often struggle to keep up with shenanigans. When that happened, without fail everyone fuss and try to help out. But making new life in new environment take lots of effort and time, incredible hassle. Besides, Omomo is so tired. And honestly would hate to take away time and effort from every pawn.
That's what you call being a burden?
Precisely. Omomo receive enough kindness already. Yes, ready to meet own end here by side of Hubby Pawn peacefully. That way, Little Pawn also then, surely happy.
Surely they'd be happier if you were with them. There's no reason for you not to impose on them. Please, you can't just give up on living like this. If you stay alive, you can support your family. That's the real way to happiness.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Indeed. Lynn, let her be. It's her choice to stay behind. We can't force her. Besides, it may seem cold, but there are others out there who want to come to NLA. They need our help. We're better used elsewhere. Omomo, you've made your feelings clear. Please, don't worry about your family. I promise you, we'll get them safely to a new world.
Oh, Momo, count on friends. And very sorry for making friends sad.
No. I'm sorry for speaking out of turn. I didn't consider your feelings.
Friend did nothing of the sort. Oh, Momo was happy that friend cared enough to speak mind. Very lovely.
Momo, if you change your mind, contact us anytime.
Thank you very much. Oh, Momo will not forget words of friend.
Well, let's get the news back to Kylie.
Elma, was this the right answer?
I don't think there was one. One thing's certain. We must move forward, whatever the outcome. And that's it.
Kylie, what's that you're up to there?
Oh, hi! Perfect timing. I was just about to head out to meet Omomo.
Huh? Meet a Momo?
Yeah. I just had a message from her asking for help with her luggage. She says she can't carry it alone.
But didn't she...
Oh, she told me everything. I know she'd been planning on staying here.
Right, she was. I thought I knew better than she did.
Well, she said she'd done some thinking about what you told her. Like she'd fallen into this mistaken feeling that she had to rely on others. And she felt that she was running away from her own responsibilities.
Poor thing.
Guys, I'm sorry.
What's gotten into you?
Well, see, I had a hunch that Omomo might not want to come. But it's like every time we met, she always seemed to act so zen. I never managed to ask.
Instead, you wanted us to.
Yeah.
And in the end, Lynn managed to get through to her.
Hey, enough of that.
No, it really is all thanks to you, Lynn. If it was me, I'd have just listened to her talk. I wouldn't have been able to speak my mind. But this, it's taught me something. How important it is to say what you're feeling, what it achieves. Thank you for that.
Kylie, please, you're making me self-conscious.
Lindley is modern-day saint!
Tatsu!
Go on now, don't keep Omomo waiting.
Right, you are. Everyone, thanks so very much, again.
Lynn, happy now?
Yeah. Hey, Al. How's it poppin'?
Obviously terrible. And yourself?
I wouldn't say terrific exactly, but not awful.
Well, that's great to hear.
I just couldn't figure it out. How the Ares could keep running, just as normal, even though all its cores got torn right out. But it's because of you, isn't it?
Don't want to dwell on it, but yeah.
You know, looking at you, I get the feeling we're a step closer to solving the great mystery of where in the body the human spirit resides.
Huh.
I think the spirit isn't something one human body can contain. And it's not part of the consciousness packaged inside a mimeosome either. Other people can reflect someone's way of thinking, even their way of being. Which means that a person's spirit can exist in every other person whose life they touch. That's how I see it now.
No such thing as a soul that exists in isolation, huh?
It's like that with you. Your spirit lives inside everyone who thinks of you as the hero. And my spirit? It exists in everyone who's been kind enough to make the effort to get to know me. And so, the spirit of Lao, who held on to his memories of me until his very end, it has to be within me too. If you never came back, I might never have realized.
That's not true, Lynn. You knew it all along.
Huh?
You feel others' spirits, just the same way that you do your own. That's all it took, no more. For you to become Lao's final hope. Be proud. Okay, who we searching for next?
I'll tell you. There's a Blade who departed NLA and hasn't come back in yet. I want you to go pick him up.
You say pick up, so you know where he is.
Yep. Eric, clue these guys in.
Roger that. I'm Eric, curator and captain of the eponymous Team Eric. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it's my subordinate Ted who needs help. Ted is having some trouble accepting the Exodus plan. He said he wasn't going anywhere, then flew off in a huff.
We feared this might happen.
First we left Earth, now we're leaving Mira. He won't be the only one with internal struggles right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. To be perfectly honest, I'm wrestling with it too.
But cannot just carry on in quiet.
Believe me, I've been there too. We're curators. In our line of work, generally, we handle a lot of animals and plants. You start to have a lot of sympathy for the natural world.
I see. Flora and fauna are not part of the Exodus plan.
Right.
It's a thorny one.
Well, the first step's to meet the man and hear him out.
Agreed.
He'll be at the Canopied Nightwood in Noctilum. It was the location of our first mission.
Noted.
I appreciate it.
Looks like our man.
Are you Ted?
Hey, you're Alma's team!
What are you doing here?
We came looking for you at Eric's request.
Captain sent you? I'm sorry. You came out here for me? You didn't have to.
Let me be straight. The plan hasn't changed. Will you return to NLA? Here's where we are. Your being here right now is dereliction of duty. I won't lie, we could take you into custody.
Look, I can't get on board with it.
Because we're not bringing plants and animals?
Exactly.
You must realize why. The logistical hurdles alone.
Sure. And yet, they're what nurtured this planet. Since way, way before we arrived. And just because we showed up, the whole world's just gonna disappear like that. If I can't stop it, I'd rather go with them.
Right. You have to follow your own conscience, no question. We will respect your decision. But you need to remember that by doing this, you'll be forcing people to leave you behind.
Well, I'm sure you've had time to consider it from all angles by now.
I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing is pointless, but still.
What if Friend took along genetic information?
The genetic information of the plants and animals of Mira?
Like Tatsuse!
I don't think there's any rule against it.
Clever. You want to emulate the Earth-life colonization project by preserving the genetic information of Mira's flora and fauna.
Tatsu knew Ilmo would get it. That's what Tatsu said. Tatsu happy Friend pick up what Tatsu laid down.
Whew, that's some good thinking. For a Nopon.
Friend could have left off that last part.
Our time is limited, though. We won't be able to capture all of it. Verdict?
We'll help you however we can.
Yes, I'm all for. If we can bring even a small memento of Mira's existence to the next universe we live in, I want to make it happen. I can gather the data we need from Noctilum. Can you do the other continents?
Of course.
I've sent you the coordinates for a spot in Primordia that'll make for good data. Best of luck.
Let's move.
We got it.
That should take care of Primordia then.
That's Primordia's data gathered.
Thanks a lot. Right then. If you can head over to Oblivia...
We're on it.
Genetic information collected.
Looks like Sylvalem's next.
Looks like they're on our case.
Never stood a chance.
You just got the owl treatment. Okay, it's in the bag.
We're finished.
Wow, that was fast. I guess that's why you're the pros. Last on the list would be Cauldros, then.
Got it. Once we have the data, we'll return to Noctilum.
Great. I'll go back once I'm done, too.
Been found out. What now? Good time to weaken them.
Slinger! We did it!
Panned out nicely.
And that's the last of it.
Good work, everyone. Back to Noctilum, then.
We've collected a whole dragon's hoard of genetic information. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. I'm ready. I'll go back to NLA.
Really?
Yes. See, while collecting the data, I heard voices. The beings that made this world told me something. To preserve is to cultivate.
Not at all. Ted here, he's listened to this world more than anyone. I'm not surprised it spoke to him.
To preserve is to cultivate, huh? It's true that though this world will perish, we can still plant its seeds. In the next.
Yes, I swear I'll make it happen.
Whoa! What's the deal?
I am afraid I may have trespassed on their territory while I was collecting the data earlier.
We'll handle it. You just get to NLA.
As you say.
Looks like they're on our case.
Lightning! Launching approach!
That's the body
Don't
part.
let me
You
down!
know this. Let's get
Shield
hunting.
activated!
Well, that did it.
Yeah. All right then, let's go report back to NLA.
Eric's been in touch. He says Ted saw sense and came back. And with a load of data in tow. You made a commander very happy today.
Where is he?
He broke the rules. He'll need to do his time. To discourage the others, shall we say.
Yeah, thought as much.
And the genetic data? What about that?
Already added to the White Whale 2's databases.
You cleared it.
Commander, thank you for this.
Mustache Man is big softy.
All right, folks. We'll call it a day. Kudos. You've earned yourselves a break. Well, there is one more thing.
Problem?
Good news. Fresh off the press, too. The jump drive is online.
You're serious?
I am. Go see for yourselves. The others should already be over there.
We gotta see it.
Yeah, let's. Oh, what a magnificent system! Not only did you link the Ares drive to the White Whale 2, a nigh impossible task in itself, but to run them in parallel, thereby allowing the Ares to function as it always did? Hands off to you!
Now to get back the cores from Void, make the Ares whole and return to home base, then we can finally leave this place. Nice and simple, just the way I like them.
We've achieved a hell of a lot in a few short weeks. We rock.
The credit goes to our allies, chief among them the Manon, who shared much wisdom with us. Humanity could not have done this alone.
You know, I'm starting to think we might just be able to pull off a win.
In Void's contest? Really?
Lynn, now's not the time.
Yes, right. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring all that back up.
You're not wrong to have a wafer, Lynn. Ideally, all living creatures, big and small, would not fight, but set their eyes on a new universe while standing knee to knee.
The fact is, when Void faced us, he didn't consider pursuing that possibility. He can't consider it, even in theory. His goal is survival, at the cost of all else, everything and everyone. No more.
What a lonely way to be.
If loneliness is all he knows, is that why he doesn't want anyone else to make it to the next universe? That's why he denies us?
That's right.
Hang on a sec. He claims he's pursued us because he wants to know what death is. When I thought of him as evil, did I get him wrong? Was I too hasty?
No, there's certainly a streak of wickedness in him. He's lonely, insatiable, and curious, too. In a way, he's very pure. But if it ultimately brings him to wish harm upon us, we should call a spade a spade. By any name, his intentions are inscrutable to us, and that's the truth.
It's not like he wants to be screwed anyway. He's alone, and fine with it, right? Trying to suss him out might just tick him off. Although, I doubt that he even has the capacity to get angry.
I gotta say, you really seem to get him.
You trying to make me puke? I guess our minds might have gotten mixed together. Over there, inside of the rift.
Mixed? Such a curious notion.
It's the place where all consciousness flows. Me and Void, we both made it out of there. Doesn't surprise me if things got a little buggy.
So there's a bit of each of you in the other?
Maybe. Though, there's one key difference between me and him. I fight to secure us a place where we can all belong together. And that's because of a strong passion, something Void can never possess. It's 'cause I love you all.
Never were more heroic words spoken. Truly pearls of wisdom cast before a swine.
Thought I'd shaken the whole hero thing. I got high hopes. Fate doesn't lay our path out in front of us. We make it ourselves. Real body or mimeosome doesn't matter. Because we are feeling beings. We fight to survive. Right?
The White Whale 2 is now complete. Furthermore, all prospective escapees have been relocated to NLA. It's been hard work, but we're at the final stage.
Embark the residents, then retrieve the cores from Void and get going.
That's it.
I'm sure you must all be feeling the strain. Stay strong. We'll be needing your services just a while longer.
That said, there's still time before the DMAT effect reaches us. You should get some rest, but don't get lazy. At ease. Dismissed.
Paying off. That's true on any planet.
Hey, just stopping by. How's it poppin'? Oh yeah? You could see a storm brewing the moment my mug showed up, huh? I should give you more credit. Guess you're always ready for trouble. Okay, that's enough small talk. I'll get straight to the point. Will you spar with me? The way Princess talks you up as her favorite subject, I want to get the measure of you. I heard you even managed to put down the veto once. Thing is, I'm the kind of guy who needs to see to believe. Listen, the only thing that's gonna decide if you live or die is having friends you can trust to watch your back. I have to know if I can trust you with watching mine. That's what I came here to find out ahead of time. So what'll it be? You gonna step up or chicken out? Haha! Fighting words! That's what I like to hear. I'll be piloting my Ares, but I'll let you decide the rules of engagement. You can go one-on-one, skell on skell, or you can take me without, if you think you can. I don't mind if you bring your buddies with you either. Team composition's all part of the fun. I've said what I wanted to say. When you're ready, head over to Roof Rock by the East Gate. Ares and me, we can't wait to see what you've got. Slowpoke, what took you? As much as I'd like to launch straight in, it's hard to get amped about a battle with no stakes, right? Right, let's do this. If you can win this match, you get to ask one favor of me. It's only fair, since I picked this fight. Call it a bonus. Well, got something in mind? Whoa, hold the phone now. You're really telling me to hand over Ares? Like ripping a babe from its mother's arms? Just to be clear, you won't be able to pilot him without your real body, you know. You sure you still want this? Damn, you're a real character. Might even give Princess a good run for her money, you know. But I like it. You're hyping this up so much now, it's hard not to get fired up about it. Though, if you really want to take Ares from me, you better believe I'll make you sweat blood for it. I want you to give me all you've got.
Seems we've been found out.
Show me what you're all
Now,
about.
let's make this quick.
Straight through! I can tell
Yes, we did it! An exemplary battle.
Ha! So you can walk the walk. Whew. No wonder the princess took a shine to you. Seeing you go toe-to-toe with Ares like that, no one in the Force could do that. I heard you suffer from memory loss. You sure you weren't one of the elite? Not that it matters. Safe to say, you proved it. You're a fitting addition to the heroic pantheon. To be totally honest, forget watching my back. I'm tempted to hand Ares to you right now. Unlucky, though. You fell just short of the mark, by a whisker. Now, chill out. I'm not breaking my promise, okay? I'm just crossing my T's here. Listen, if you want to pilot Ares, there's something even more important than a real body. Can you guess? Wrong. Nice try, but it's not what really counts. It's the heart. The will to live on through it all. The urge. What it is love. Have you got it in you to love? And I'm not talking marriage vows here. To love all of creation. To embrace the world and all its parts fully. Until you're ready to do that, I can't hand Ares over to you. Hey, don't feel bad. You show promise, and that's worth a lot. Someday it'll fall into place for you too. What I say goes, period. For the record, I'm not just blowing smoke. I've got my serious hat on here. You've managed to win me over. Now prove it to me. Show me it wasn't for nothing. Okay, future hero? Hey, glad to see you. How's it poppin'? Better than you, meaning terrific. Looks like you got the hang of it. Well, moving swiftly on, tell me, you busy right now? We're both off duty, so how about some pizza? You know, from the joint downtown? Huh? Why's it gotta be pizza? Isn't it obvious? 'Cause it's freaking pizza! When I first moved to America, I must have been eating it every second day. On weekends, I'd go to bars with Doug and Lau. Beer in one hand, piping hot slice in the other. Couldn't get enough of the stuff. Salty pepperoni, the gooey, stringy cheese. There was just something comforting about it, you know? Been craving it since Earth. Come on, hop up! Up, up! Hey, can I order a pizza? A good old thick crust pizza with a little of everything on top. For two.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid we're all out today.
Out? Of everything?
Yeah, for whatever reason, the Manon are having some kind of big blowout. We ordered a lot of pies, cleared out our entire supply of toppings.
You have got to be. It just had to be today, didn't it? Shoot. Why is it when you know you can't have something, you just start craving it even more?
Oh, I know the feeling. It's the worst, isn't it?
Hey, don't agree with me. You need to do something about this, pronto.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I don't suppose you'd settle for a plain cheese pizza?
Just cheese? How dare you? How would you feel if you went to a sushi bar and they went, sorry, we only have rice, huh?
I'd probably put in a complaint.
Right, you see? So get your ass moving and fix this.
Sir, I would love to, really, but even if you commission the mediators, it's still gonna take a while at least.
Hold up, mediators? Are you telling me Blade's being used for busy work like that nowadays?
Yeah, I guess.
I'd heard the rumors, but wow. Just how far the mighty have fallen. But wait, an idea. It's coming to me. What perfect timing. I'm looking at one of Blade's finest. Right, special order. For me. No, for all of us. Go forth and procure our pizza toppings. On the double! You're really good at playing along. I don't see that every day. Unfazed by even my craziest whims. I like it! All right, we're on the case. Come on, hit us with your shopping list.
Okay, if you're sure. Though, are you really that desperate for our pizza?
When I start something, I see it through. If I say I'll eat pizza, then pizza's what I'll eat. And since you're putting us through all this trouble, be sure to make it extra tasty.
Right.
Up, up! Hup! 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 Up, up!
Hey, so we did some legwork and picked up the ingredients.
You really went and fetched them all for us?
Come on, give us what we want. My stomach's turning inside out.
Oh, sure, right away.
The men of the hour. You kept us waiting.
No, that's not... The thing is, sir, we're completely out of pepperoni.
Huh? Did I hear that right? You're out of pepperoni? Pepperoni! The God King of toppings! Good sir, you serve pizza. Surely you must know the divine nature of pepperoni. In fact, if you knew you were out, why didn't you think to put it on the list?
I'm sorry. Though if you'd like a veggie pizza, we could get that to you right away.
Dude, are you trying to upset me here? Do you also eat your burgers without the patty?
Certainly not. I'll go get the mediators.
Forget it. We'll sort this out ourselves. Point us to the pepperoni.
We use Swede meat for our pepperoni, and we can make it in-house, nice and fresh while you wait.
Swede. It's those pig-like indigents, right? Where are they?
Primordia. There should be a herd of them outside in LA. It's not far at all. If you can get a hold of the Swede meat for us.
You heard the man. Let's get hunting.
I'm so sorry about all this.
Save it. You just make sure that oven's preheated. The moment we get back, you bake that pizza lickety-split. Got it?
Sir, yes, sir!
Need a boost? Wow him with an aura! Gotcha!
Here we go! Shield activate!
Try this on!
Here! I'd attack at range there if I were you. I've been saving this one for you.
Up, up! Here, Swede meat you were after. Now you can give me pizza, right?
Yes, of course. It's actually kind of impressive, the lengths you've gone to just to eat pizza.
I told you, when I start something, I see it through. You never know when life will deal you a bum hand. You could shuffle off this coil tomorrow. I don't want any regrets in anything.
Whoa, that's so cool.
You've been real patient with me as well, buddy. You know, I was just planning for us to eat out, but change of plans. I'm gonna throw us the pizza party of a lifetime. Think of it as your reward for all the hard work.
Then you'll be wanting them delivered?
Yeah, send him to the Blade Barracks. And as for the bill, Commander Vandam at Blade HQ will foot it.
Got it! One Super Express pizza train coming right up.
Excellent. And now we wait. Come on, let's head back. Looks like they're still not here.
Ugh, I'm so hungry, the room's starting to spin. Oh well, we've come this far. Might as well stick it out, damn it.
Al? And you too, Rook?
Oh, hey, this is perfect. Feel free to join in too, folks.
Oh? Join in what? Is it something fun?
Yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar. Mind if I borrow your kitchen counters? They should be arriving any minute now.
Huh? What's arriving? What in the heck is all this?
It's pizza paradise! Can Tatsu really dig in?
Yeah, my treat. Eat as much as you like. Oh yeah, my bad. This one's our treat.
What did you do?
Ah, nothing much. The two of us just got a little blade business out of the way is all. Right?
You two. I don't know what you've been up to, but you really seem to be getting along.
Sorry, didn't mean to steal away your champ.
It's okay. Actually, I'm kind of glad that you did. We both know people find you a bit tricky sometimes. I'm happy you made a friend.
Huh? Mr. Al not have friends?
Tatsu, you can't say that!
Holy moly, are you guys a handful? I didn't step into the role of lone wolf hero because it sounded like fun. I mean, look at what I'm sharing here. If that ain't love, I don't know what is.
Yes, that's true. That's just the kind of person you are.
I'm sorry. Love?
That's right, Lynn. Since our escape from Earth, it's been one thing after another. But right here and now, this is my home. And a home is where you've got family to come back to. Get it? That makes all you guys my family. It's only natural to love your family. Anyone would. Am I right?
Aww.
Oh, someone's having fun.
Hi there, Colonel.
Huh, we've got more company.
Yeah, a personal invitation from the hero himself? Like I was gonna pass that up.
Word only just reached us, though. It was so sudden, I literally gasped.
This guy's always keeping us on our toes. Beats being bored out of our skells.
So sweet of you to say.
Ah, we know what this is. Cats and wolves make strange bedfellows indeed.
We are soldiers. We fight. Soon the battlefield will beckon us. But here, right now, it's family pizza time. Let's enjoy it. Oh boy.
Have you heard?
Hey,
Really?